Hi everybody, this is Danne. I'm going to try to start doing a few analyses of various war attacks, both failures and successes, the idea being for us to share some of our ideas to hopefully help each other learn a few things. I know that sometimes when I'm watching other people's attacks, I wonder why they did this and not that, and why they attacked from this side and not that side, and both when it's successful and when it's not successful. And so if any of you are wondering the same things, I'm going to share my thoughts about what I was thinking when I scouted the base and what I was thinking when I did the actual attack. If anybody wants me to look at one of their attacks as well and say what I think would have been better, what I think was good, what I think wasn't good, then I'd be happy to do that too. Just let me know. So the first one we're going to look at here is this attack on... Oops. Hold on just a second. I'm going to reload the game. Alright, so the first attack we're going to look at is Adidas here. Okay, so the first thing you see when you look at this base is that it's a fairly low level Town Hall 9. It's got all its defenses upgraded to close to Town Hall 8 level, but definitely not up to max Town Hall 9 level. This is a fairly common base. I've seen it many times, both in war and just in raiding. It's one of those internet bases, which is just terrible. I mean, if you're going to do a base for war, you're better to just make something up randomly than to do an internet base, because once somebody's figured out how to crack it, everybody knows how to crack it. They just got to find the video for it. This particular base I was looking to hog, and so when it comes time to do hogging, I always ask myself first, where are the giant bombs? And that's going to determine whether or not I can hog the base. Of course, everybody knows the new killer of hogs is the double giant bomb. Two giant bombs together going off at the same time will kill any level of hogs. And so if you're thinking about hogging a base, you have to know where the double giant bombs could be located. If you don't know where the double giant bombs could be located, don't hog the base. In fact, don't hog if you aren't into looking for the double giant bombs, because they will end your raid. So, looking at this base, we've basically got a few locations where the double giant bombs could be. There could be a set here, there could be a set here, there could be a set here, and there could be a set here. There are other, of course, like clear out here and this kind of stuff, but that's not really going to be a viable location because there's no defensive pathing there. So when we talk about where the giant bombs could be located, we're talking about a place where the hogs could potentially path over them and set them off. So in this base, the double giant bomb locations are fairly easily accessible, and so if you're looking to hog a base, if there's no double giant bomb locations, you can just hog it, easy peasy. There's no way you can lose. If there are double giant bomb locations, you can still hog it, you just have to be able to defuse the double giant bombs. And there's a couple ways you can do that. You can take out the defenses that are near the double giant bombs, and then your hogs have no reason to go in that area to set them off, and they become basically moot. Other ways include if you can send in one hog to trigger the bomb, then that basically makes it just a single giant bomb, which is no problem. You can just cast a heal on it and you're fine. And then also other ways is if you can just route your hogs maybe in some way so that they don't go through that path. So if the hogs came in this way, then they would go this way and this way and this way, and they would never go to this building because these ones are always going to be closer. So there's a couple ways that you could try to get around the double giant bombs in this case. I planned to go ahead and take out these two defenses using balloons because I felt like that although I could defuse it or just go around it, might as well kill some defenses and get them out of the way as well. You notice here that the air defense does not cover that cannon, and oops, this air defense barely covers this archer tower. So two loons will easily kill this level of cannon. You need either two bomb drops or a bomb drop and two loon deaths. So two loons will kill this easy. With the archer tower, I wasn't quite sure how many I needed. One loon will often take out an archer tower because you only need one bomb drop and one loon death to kill an archer tower, but then there's travel distance factored in. You don't want your loon to die before it gets there. So I went ahead and dropped two loons on it, as you'll see, and as it turns out I could have just done one, but it's fine. It was only 5 space that I gave up. The other thing you have to ask yourself when you're going to do a hog attack is, how are we going to take care of the queen? In this case, this base was built like begging for this kind of attack because the queen is so accessible. In fact, you don't even have to funnel any of your troops in to get to the queen. There's a natural funnel, and they're just going to come in this way and take her out. So, first step, we got to lure the CC. If you're going to do any kind of hog raid, the CC has to be lured. There's some attacks that you can do where luring the CC is not that important, or you may have to choose one way or the other whether you want to lure the CC or not, such as like dragon attacks, or sometimes HoLoWiWi, you don't lure the CC. Hogs isn't that way. If you're using hogs, you have to kill the CC. There's just no two ways about it. If I see another hog attack where someone doesn't lure the CC, I'll go nuts. And so, in this case, this base is built so that the CC is not easily lurable. By easily lurable, that means, if you can just drop a barbarian or a goblin to lure the CC, that's easily lurable. A moderately easily lurable base is one where you can just drop maybe one hog or one giant to lure the CC. This one you're not going to be able to just drop a hog or just drop a giant because it's behind all of the defenses. Except maybe right there you might be able to get a hog in there, but there's going to be a Tesla right there to block that, so don't even bother. So, what does that mean? We can't hog it? Of course not. That just means we have to spend a few more troops to lure the CC, and so what we're going to do is send in some hogs here and to kill these buildings, and of course once they get to here they're going to start pulling the CC. If you send, in addition to luring the CC and killing these buildings, the hogs are going to be doing double duty. Remember, we said that there's potentially a double giant bomb here or here as well. And so if we take this building out, then there's no need for the later hogs that we're going to use once we start the main raid to go in this area. So by clearing out these buildings, we clear out that second double giant bomb area. The other thing we're doing is we're making an anchor point where we can drop our CC killing troop, or kill squad as they're sometimes called. As it stands right now, this cannon's covering all of these areas and this archer tower's covering all these areas. There's nowhere to drop an archer where it can be safe so that we can draw the CC troops over. If we take this out though, all of a sudden this becomes available as an anchor point. This archer tower isn't going to be able to cover it. You put an archer right here, it's fine. So we can use this as an anchor point if we take this. Oh, plus this is going to get killed too, so regardless, either way, this whole area is going to be a safe anchor point for the CC kill squad. So the plan is to send in the hogs this way, have them come through here. I know that there's also a Tesla here, and so we're going to send a few more hogs in this way just so that we can get this whole area cleaned up. Now, the only tricky thing about this was that if there's a bomb here, sorry guys, I'm still getting, this is my first time, still don't know how to use all these tools. If there's a bomb here or a bomb here, we want to be careful that our hogs don't come in on this side and accidentally get within the detonation radius of the bomb, which is something like this, and set the bomb off. So we want our hogs to congregate on this side here. That's just because we want our hogs to survive to make it through over to here. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world if they detonated the bomb, because that way the bomb's out of the way. But we'd like these troops to lure the CCs, so we don't have to drop more to lure the CCs. So the trick is to get them to come in on this side. The complication of that is the Tesla being right here. If they get close enough that the Tesla pops up, they might repath into the Tesla. So there's kind of a balance here where they need to be dropped far enough this way that they don't lure the Tesla, but far enough this way that they don't land on this side and set the bomb off. I ended up thinking that about right here was the perfect spot, and it turned out to work just fine. Once the CC troops are lured, kill squad goes down, kill squad funnels into the queen. Once the queen is down, then it's just hogs all the way. Double giant bombs have been eliminated, queen's been eliminated. At that point, there's nothing left that can threaten your hogs. I'm going to come in this way with my hogs. I'm going to come in two groups, and they're going to kill this Tesla that's here, and this, and they're going to start working their way this way, while the kill squad is coming in towards the center and distracting all of this mess so that it's firing on them and not on the hogs. The hogs will work their way around, come to the center, come their way out, and we're golden. Easy peasy, right? A few issues to watch for is we know that there's going to be spring traps here in each of these. It's just the way they set it up. It's obvious there's a spring trap there. Spring traps can be pretty bad hog killers depending on how they're set up. If it's kind of just out in the open and the hog goes over it, it won't spring the hog. The hog will be gone before it springs. However, when they put them in between buildings like this, it's passed perfectly for the hog to stop right here, because if it's going from, say the hogs are going this way, the hog stops right here to attack the building, and so it will be on the spring when it goes, and you can lose a lot of hogs that way. This is a good. I don't really like having the little wall stubs right there to funnel it, because then they know that anybody who has half a brain knows that there's a spring trap there. But aside from that part, putting the spring traps directly between two adjacent defenses is a good way as an anti-hog measure, because you will kill a bunch of hogs that way. To get around that, you can try to path your hogs to avoid them, or you can just bring enough hogs that the spring traps aren't going to hurt. Luckily, these are all spread out, so at most you're going to lose 3 on each. What can really kill you is if you get 3 spring traps right in a row. Like if these were all spring traps, and this was the start of my raid, you could lose 10 or 9 of your hogs there in one shot at the start, and that can really hurt you. So you want to be aware of that. So a simple way, kind of a simple trick to just avoid that is, instead of just coming in here with all my hogs and then they all go this way and then they all go here and 3 of them get sprung, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them in 2 groups. One group this way at the same time, just do a double finger drop. There's a Tesla right here, so they're going to hit these at the same time. They're going to kill them at the same time. This group of hogs goes on to this next. This group of hogs goes on to this next. A few go that way as well. They kill these at the same time. Now, because this one's dead, all the hogs that are here aren't going to stop right here. They're going to keep going, and they just run past it. There's a chance that hogs running past the spring may get sprung, depending on just the luck of the timing. But you've got a much better chance that none of them will get sprung, versus if they stop there, they're definitely going to get sprung. As you'll see, it turns out that none of them get sprung, so it worked the way I thought it should. I just thought I'd share that. If anyone was wondering why I did it that way, that's why, and I'm happy that it actually worked. So let's watch the replay. Alright, so first things first, we're coming up here and we're dropping the loons, 2 each, double finger drop. As I said, I ended up not needing 2 for that one or for this one. I probably could have got by with 1 on each, but it's fine. It wasn't that big of an overkill. Down here, the 5 hogs came. Heal to keep them alive long enough to get those things. There's no point in killing these if I can't get them all and can't get the full CC pool, so that's why the heal was used. Kill squad goes down. There's the anchor first. Now this is something terrible right here. I put my first one of my witches too far this way, and as a result she started going off this way to attack the camp, and this archer tower killed her. Totally ridiculous. I should have kept all my troops going this way so that they were out of range of the archer tower. I lost half my kill squad right off the start. It ended up not mattering because they took care of the CC and they took care of the queen, and that's basically what they're there for. So it all worked out, but it could have been more disastrous if this was a harder base, so next time, don't do that. Kill squad takes care of the CC. King's going to go in and go nuts on the queen. He's also going to trigger the giant bomb at the same time, double bonus. So we just cleared out the CC, the queen, and the double giant bomb location. Kill squad did its job admirably, and now they're also drawing expo fire, so the expos aren't hitting my hogs. Okay, now, here you notice I dropped the hill before they ever got there. Knowing that this is a double giant bomb location, this is a possible double giant bomb location, but only 1 bomb sprung here. That means there's another single bomb somewhere. As soon as I saw that, I knew that, okay, where's a possible single giant bomb location? Between these 2 cannons is probably the only good spot. And so I figured there's got to be a giant bomb here. Drop the heal first whenever you know there's a giant bomb in the location. That way when your hogs hit it, there's no danger of any of them dying. And lo and behold, there it was. This next heal wasn't very well placed. I probably could have got away with not using it or saving it for later, but whatever, it's an easy base, so it didn't matter. Heal in the core, again, probably didn't even need the heal in the core. Usually you do, there's no Teslas in there. Most people nowadays are keeping high-level Teslas in their core, so you gotta heal in the core. Sometimes even 2 heals in the core just to stay alive. There, I probably could have got by with no heals in the core because it just was not that tough of a base. You notice I came in with my CC hogs from here on this side. Well, yeah, there's one of the giant bombs. I like to save those till the right moment at the end to get the maximum effect and to keep the most number of hogs alive. If there's only a few left and I bring in those 5 at the end, those 5 can help with the massive cleanup crew. And there's the other one. So that was a double giant bomb, single. So clearing out these 2 buildings with the loons really saved the raid. These hogs that were coming around this way would have pathed right through those double giant bombs. Boom, hog raid over. So by identifying where the hogs are first, or by identifying where the double giant bombs are first, taking those buildings out, you really make the whole hog raid possible. Alright guys, that's that.